Hi there, I'm Justin Pritchard, and in this video, I'm going to try and show you what that clunking sound in your suspension looks like. Much of Canada is entering pothole season. I know in Sudbury, where I live, that never really ends, but as I write this, the snow is melting and therefore not filling the craters in, and that means that we get a lot of this, and a lot of this, and a lot of this. And as most drivers know, that can all cause damage and wear to your vehicle's suspension, and when it does, one of the first ways that you'll know your ride might be in need of a little TLC is that you start to hear the telltale sounds of suspension damage: clunking, smashing, popping, banging, and the like. And that's often caused by metal-on-metal contact between two or more of the parts that you see here. This is the suspension of the Honda HR-V. You're riding along just behind the rear wheel. And what I want to show you in this clip is what the suspension looks like when it's taking some abuse from the road, and just how many components are engaged with one another, each of them separated from the rest by little rubber bushings or isolators. In fact, almost anything that moves in this shot relative to the suspension could have something to do with a noise or clunk that you might notice. Again, there's lots going on. And this is the front end of a Cadillac XT6. This one's on adaptive dampers, and inside here, you can see how the steering is set up, and some of those components can be damaged by pothole strikes as well. Bad news is that can cause alignment problems, hazardous handling, and more. Ram 1500. You can see the air suspension dampers, and again, look at the sheer number of joints and parts and bushings and arms and rods working precisely with one another here. Damage one or two parts of this, or wear through a bushing or two, and you see again why it doesn't necessarily take a lot to get your suspension feeling out of whack if it's taken a couple of good whacks. Subaru Legacy. Ford Ranger. And this one's the Mazda 3, which will be the simplest rear suspension design in this video. What I'm trying to leave you with here is actually the importance of having a professional check this hardware out once in a while for your safety and peace of mind, as all of these springy looking parts that you see are there to help your car handle safely, steer, stop, and keep you in control. And so after pothole season, and especially if you've managed to whack a few good ones or something doesn't sound right, make sure to get it checked out. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff happening here, and if any of it isn't in tip-top shape, well, you're best to get attended to pronto. If something doesn't sound right, it probably isn't, so if in doubt, get it checked out. So with that, I'm going to leave you with some footage of what I figure is the most comfortable ride I've ever come across on pothole-covered roads, and it is the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro, and its suspension is a whole lot of fun to watch in action. So here you go, and thanks for watching.